You know, very often salespeople and entrepreneurs do not fully know what makes a great customer and a bad customer because all they think about when they think about a great customer is whoever made them the most money. So today, I'm going to give you examples of 3 different customers. John, who made you $50K in commission. Larry, who made you $20,000 in commission. Mary, who only made you $5,000 in commission, but I'm going to share with you why Mary is your best customer, as well as what bad customers to stay away from. So let's first start off by identifying what a bad customer is. You know, we have the best customer, the worst customer. What makes a bad customer a bad customer? I've had tens of thousands of customers over the years, and I've worked with a lot of personalities. And the moment I see trends of somebody potentially being a bad customer, I immediately have to make a decision whether I want to pour into this person or do I have to pivot. Here's some of the qualities. See if you relate. Number 1, they're never happy. No matter what you do for these bad customers, no matter what you ever do, they're never happy. Number 2, they're too demanding. Number 3, it's a small payday. Number 4, they take up way too much of your time. 5, integrity issues. 6, high touch, low payoff. You spend so many hours calling this person, spending time with them for a $100 payday. Number 7, abusive to your staff. Every time she calls in or he calls in, they disrespect your assistant. They disrespect the people that are, everybody's at fault. Everybody did something wrong, where your staff feels like they're walking on eggshells trying to service this customer. Number 8, try to game the system. And last but not least, constant threats, meaning every time they're like, we're about to leave you, we're going to go, we're going to do this. You're like, do I even have you or do I not have you? These are qualities of worst customers. You may have experienced it. If you haven't, these are some of the signs. Don't jump to conclusion right off the bat when somebody does it. Let it be a trend where you all of a sudden see a pattern to say, I think this person qualifies to be in this area. So now, let's set them aside. Let's look at John, Larry, and Mary. So John, client comes in. Easy, you sell him. $50,000 payday. You're like, wait a minute, what? Super successful, has many different options, won't give you any referrals, 0 relationship with them. When you call him, you can never get a hold of him, but he made you $50,000, okay? So you put some time into him, he came in, hey, here's what I want, this is what I'm looking for. Maybe you sold him a $3 million house, maybe you sold him a $2 million house, maybe you sold him a $10 million insurance policy, maybe you did a deal with them, whatever business you're in, but you made a lot of money. Biggest client ever, okay? Number 2, Larry. Okay, this guy comes in, he makes you $20,000 commission. 5-year follow-up, took you 5 years to follow up with Larry until he said yes, so 5 years divided by 20,000, $4,000 per year if you really break it down. He's creating momentum in his business, which means he's about to have a lot of success. He's not at the success level of John, very friendly, and he's got a young network. Hasn't sent you a lot of referrals, but he's got a young network. So today, if you compare these two, he sends you some referrals, he sends you zero referrals. $50K, $20,000. Now let's talk about Mary. Here's Mary. Mary, she loves what you do. She loves what you stand for. She's a total believer in you. She can only afford to buy a $600,000 house from you. She can only afford to buy a small policy from you. She can only afford to buy something very minimal from you, where the commission's only $5,000, right? However, because she's a believer in you, she sent you 28 referrals. These 28 referrals have made you $111,000, and she tells everybody about you. So on the surface, John's the best customer. Larry's the second best customer. Mary's not even one of your best customers. But the reality is, Mary is your best customer, period. She's easy to deal with. You call her, she picks up, she tells everybody about you, she invites you to the birthday party, she invites you to the different events, and she's constantly working for you. See, the reason why this conversation came about, I was sitting there with a couple of my sales guys, we're having a sales meeting, and I said, give me the list of your top 5 best customers. And everybody wrote down their top 5 customers. I said, tell me why you made your number one your number one. Oh, because he made me $160,000. Why is your number one number one? Oh, because number one made me $88,000. Why is your number one number one? Everybody gave me their number one. And I said, so tell me why number 5 is number 5. Oh, because he only made me $13,000. Tell me why your number 5 is this. And I said, so let me ask you a different question here. Tell me which one of your clients have given you the most referrals that's turned into business. So the same guy that had a customer that made him 160 had another one that he put at the bottom as number 5 best customer. He says, number 5 best customer gave me 20 referrals who all bought and all spent a minimum of $10,000 to $15,000. Those 20 referrals that he gave him made him $250,000, even though the client only spent $15,000 or $20,000. I said, that's your best customer. You need to know what a best customer is. With 10 clients like this, you can become a millionaire. With 10 clients like Mary, you can become a millionaire. So now if you're watching this, you're saying, well, first of all, You may have a referral problem. You don't even ask for referrals, but then you got to get better at a script on how to ask referrals. You go, oh my gosh, I totally thought a person like this was the best customer, so do you mean I don't help them anymore? No, of course you supported John. Who's not going to take a $50,000 commission? Anybody would take a $50,000 commission or 20 or 5, but you water this one the most because this one's working for you. This one just sees you as somebody to do business with, and that's it. So now, few things to think about on great customers. You return on time. They're easy to deal with. They give you referrals. They're constantly giving you connections. They're constantly having influences. They have specialized knowledge that you can learn from, okay? So in here from Mary, I'm getting a lot of context, a lot of connections. This one doesn't even want to have a relationship with me. This one wants to have a relationship with me. So believe it or not, Mary's your best customer, Larry's your second best customer, and John's your third best customer in this example. Because he is headed going places, and he doesn't mind inviting you, and he's very friendly with you, and he's a guy that's winning, and he's willing to spend time with you because his context could eventually be your context. These are your two best customers. John's your third best customer. Having said that, I got 2 other videos I want you to watch if you enjoyed this video and got a lot of value from it on sales. If you got value, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. 2 other videos. One of the other ones is it's 3 skills every salesperson must master. 3 skills great salespeople master. If you've never seen this, click over here. The other one is the difference between customer service and customer experience. It's a very, very different way of looking at customer service. This video was shared at Microsoft, and they were teaching customer experience and customer service based on this video at Microsoft. If you've never seen it, click on that to watch it. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.